Carl Bernstein's parents were members of the Communist Party in the 30s and 40s, although they were mostly active in the labor movement. But because by the 50s, this was the time of McCarthyism, they were constantly being tailed by FBI agents, including 2 agents who showed up at Bernstein's bar mitzvah. What reading from the Torah would have been considered subversive, nobody knew, but they just followed them around. And I think that was one of the things that made Bernstein suspicious of government power. So, in the early 70s, when he teamed up with Woodward about Watergate, I think his youthful experiences really did have an influence on him. Now, the other thing about Woodward and Bernstein is that when they conceived the idea of writing a book, All the President's Men, they were stuck because neither of them had ever written a book before. And they didn't know what to emphasize, how to do it. And at one point, Woodward got a call from Robert Redford, who said he was interested in the movie rights for the book. And Woodward said, that's interesting, but we don't know what we're doing. And Redford suggested that they make the book about them and their techniques and their personality rather than the politics of the Nixon administration. In other words, to make it a detective story. And that's what they did, and that's what the movie does, and that's why, in many ways, it's such a great movie. We all know how the story turned out, but what makes the adventure of Woodward and Bernstein so compelling is how they arrive at that story.